All right, and we back. All right, Facebook. Hopefully, uh, y'all see us back on. Did you get a Facebook pop up? All right, we're back on Facebook. All right, we had a glitch in Facebook. We was off on Facebook, but we were on Twitter and YouTube, and so now, welcome back, Facebook. Welcome us back. But we still y'all missed the whole Minnie Dooley conversation probably. But we were talking about my grandmother and the kind of spiritual fire that she had when she came to a service. And people be asking us. I mean, we would have a whole truckload of contemporary songs to sing. Yeah, all of them from John P. Key to Fred Hammond. And the question was always, I don't care how much of that stuff we did. Is Granny gonna sing?
Granny gotta sing.
Granny gonna sing? Yeah. Especially, I don't think I ever came to Divine Temple as a guest and Granny didn't sing.
No, she always did.
Yeah.
She sung all the time.
Granny gonna sing.
Yeah.
Granny gonna sing. I wish I could find that picture with Divine Temple Granny in the back.
What would you say was one of her most favorite?
Her favorite song? Granny loved hymns.
Okay.
So she would sing, I don't know, it's hard to say what her favorite song is. She would sing all of them.
She sung so many.
Blessed Assurance. I could see her singing that. I could see her dancing. This is my she would sashay around. And then she walk. Yeah. Granny walk around, boy. And
I think that's where you probably got it from.
Yeah. She didn't have no reserve. Wasn't no like I'm intimidating, no reserve. And she had a big voice. She take that mic and put it down there. She didn't need the mic no more. Yeah, she had a big voice. The hymns. When I think about her, I think about the hymns. Yeah, I think about the hymns. Yeah. She sang those hymns. I mean, choir songs we had. Her hit that she was saying, tear up stuff, was the Holy Ghost.
Oh, I think I remember hearing her sing.
Yeah. It was early in the morning, just about to break the day. Yeah.
Turning.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah, the Holy Ghost. Granny sang that song.
You sing that now, man. These young people be looking at you. What song is that?
I got nothing but the Holy Ghost. She sang that. Yeah, that was one of her. That was on the list. That was on the list.
I know a friend of mine that went to Eternal Hope. I know she's not on this here at all. But there was times that there would be Saturday night parties. And she'd be there. And she'd be feeling good. And then we get to church on Sunday. And all the songs that we might have practiced in choir rehearsal, the spirit hit and the song would change. And Jewel Reed, she'll change up the song. She'll change the lineup in a minute. And she went, oh, hit Holy Ghost. And she said, why do you do this to me after I partied all night long? It was early one more. Yeah.
Came real testimony.
Yeah, if you stop staying out late at night, you can get up early one morning. What did Harry say? No, Harry Winbush is on. Harry Winbush is watching. Paula is watching. Yeah. Harry Winbush is watching.
That's Deacon Abe Winbush's son.
All right.
Chairman of my deacon board, Deacon Abe. I broke the Baptist tradition with Deacon Abe. He was my chairman of the deacon board for 22 years.
Wow.
We didn't change when I was growing up.
Yeah. Most churches change in 3 years.
It might change the chairman, yeah.
Yeah. They change the chairman in 3. Yeah.
Where my grew up at, you died in your position. Then you moved on.
You was a chairman for life.
Well, I don't remember them changing.
No.
I mean, we did the officers of all the other auxiliaries, but
deacons.
Yeah, I mean they didn't change, but like the different auxiliaries had presidents every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as the chairman of the board and but the pastors board, they remain until that I know about. Well, I was going up there.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm looking for that picture.
Yeah.
And when this is over with, I'm gonna find it.
What you gonna create?
I did create a folder. The question is why I didn't put it in the folder. That's the really another question. Yeah, I'll find it. I'll find it. But that was a good question about what song my grandmother sang, because she was when we moved from Indianapolis to Los Angeles, there was a gap in time of us going to church. And by us, I mean the whole family, because my cousin and them wasn't going on a consistent basis, and my grandmother's a church goer, so that ain't no we just chilling on Sunday. That wasn't happening.
Right.
So she made it her business to find the church, and I think she was looking for a few Sundays, and she found Tree of Life, or somebody invited her to Tree of Life.
Okay.
And she started going to Tree of Life, and then I don't know, we might have like a month reprieve before we were forced to go to church again, and then we were dragged to Sunday school. Then some Sunday, the church wasn't far from where we lived at. We lived on 102nd and Grape Street. The church on 97th and Home, which is right up the street. So we would walk from the projects to Tree of Life. And right next to the church barn was across the street from church liquor store. So you got to pass the liquor store to get to the church. So I already had my Sunday school money. You know what happened, right?
Pocket full of candy.
Pocket full of candy. 25 cents in the Sunday school. But she found a church, and that's how we ended up at Tree of Life.
Right.
She went on a mission to find a church to go to. That wasn't no hesitation. You know what I mean? Yeah, she was on a mission to find a church. We in California,
Right.
yeah, we done with church.
My mother came out to California from Ohio. Riding around, showing her different places. She said, "Lord have mercy." She said, "Baby, ain't nothing but drunks and Christians in
Drunks and Christians
in Los Angeles."
Some of them the same thing.
She said, "All I see is liquor stores and churches."
Yeah.
Church on every corner.
Some of them the same people.
Yeah.
Drunks and the Christians, them same folks. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we ended up at Tree of Life, because it was in the neighborhood. And one of the sad things about it, as things go on and time changes, neighborhood changes, the neighborhoods are no longer the same. You know, by that I mean people tended to stay in the neighborhood.
Right.
Neighborhoods change and fluctuate now. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to start a neighborhood church and keep the neighborhood church and keep the same families in that church, because neighborhoods are in constant transition, as opposed to maybe, I don't know, 30 years ago or something, when people stayed in the same neighborhood. The mom and them passed away, the kids got the house, and they stayed in it. So neighborhood churches, them days is probably long gone. For neighborhoods. Yeah. So Pop and Mom took us to Atlanta, and we had a good time in there because we were able to fellowship with Joyful Praise, Pastor Williams, and his lovely wife. And we had a time. We had a time in Atlanta. We had a good time in Atlanta. And
They said to tell you guys hello that we're going to try to come out. She's on vacation.
Oh, no, tell them come on.
Yeah, and I told her, I said, I'm celebrating my birthday all next week. And so she said, don't start now. You know we love Vegas. She said, I'm just going to have to let me talk to John. That's her thing. Let me talk to John about this. She said, don't start now, because ain't nothing but a plane ticket.
Oh, all right.
And then she checked back. She said, we got some unfinished business at the church, so we won't be able to do that.
Yeah, there's some beautiful people. We still communicate. Call occasionally, and Facebook, and I see all the work that he's doing in Atlanta. Thank God for his ministry. I got a recent picture that was Christmas time.
Around Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
That was when you
Some
Both
bald
of y'all
head.
heads.
You couldn't
Mom.
Oh, that was mom behind me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sure is, huh?
Yep, that's mom's head.
all back down.
Okay.
Was that pastor when you couldn't come to church yet?
No, that's
No, I'm right there, the bald head guy
That
in
don't
front
look
of you.
like your head now.
yeah, that's him.
That's somebody.
No, that's my head.
No, that's him.
It was long.
I hate to tell you that. It's mine.
That's his head. That's Pastor Clay.
Okay.
I sure hate to tell you that that's my head. But that's,
That was
yeah.
before the keto.
It was the angle.
That was before the keto.
That was the angle.
I need the keto again. That's what I need to do. Man, is my knees killing me.
Pastor Williams in there, they're doing a park and praise.
Oh, y'all saw that advertised.
September 20th, I think they're going to be doing.
Yeah, he sent us a video. I mean,
Yeah,
a flyer.
flyer.
Did you see the other post he had? By him doing international and he's helping some churches.
In Pakistan or yeah.
Baptisms over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Yeah, they're with the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we're fortunate and blessed to have a wonderful relationship with the both of you, and thank God for that. Not only do we have that relationship, we're neighbors.
Be
Yeah.
closer this time.
Yeah, I mean for real. Like
For real.
you say you're gonna be there in a minute. You say you're gonna be there in a minute.
Stone throw.
Right.
Yeah, that's a real minute, not no fake minute. That's a real minute.
That's a blessing.
Yeah,
We
so
had to call him to help us in the front room.
Man, I don't know what I did with that dog.
It's not just you always telling me how how appreciative you are, but you don't know how appreciative I am to be able to do what I can for you,
Right.
because you and I both been on this road a long time, and when a pastor comes to another pastor's church, you start putting up a little red signal and start watching to make sure ain't nothing going on and everything. But the things you have allowed me to do and everything, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, being able to give the help. And I went home with Deb, her hometown, and I preached at church she used to go to. And that pastor there, him and I was in the office, and he said, Dunn, he said, you know what you need to do? I said, what's that? He said, help other pastors now.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you've been out there a long time.
Wow.
He said, but help other pastors now.
Mm-hmm.
Because pastors don't have nobody covering their back like they used to.
Mm-mm.
He said, so he said, you find somebody that you can help them. And I said, thank you. And I received that message.
Right, sure did.
Mm-hmm.
I received that message from him.
Mm-hmm.
That's been Lord.
Yeah,
That's
that's
been
McLeod.
Stephen
Yeah.
Ohio.
Thank you.
Second Baptist Church.
Thank you.
Paula said they are awesome people.
Oh.
Thank you,
And Paula, you awesome too, just so you know.
Yes, yes, she is.
She's a sweetheart.
Yes, she
You
is.
better not even halfway mention you need something. But
Right.
Paula go in that
I'm on my
garage.
way.
She already there. She already
Yeah,
there.
give me about 20 minutes. I'll be over in a minute.
She is. She's an angel.
She
Yes,
absolutely is.
yes.
She absolutely is.
Yes.
So let's take a couple minutes to talk about your story, your backstory in terms of how you grew up. Because I ain't gonna ask you no deep questions. Because I done heard a whole lot of Pop stories. I should the book Pop at one point Pop said he was writing a book.
He got some stuff down.
You got some stuff written down. You definitely should.
But
There's some of your sayings.
He does not get a lot of stuff that I mentioned to him that he has not started recording or putting down, which he should, because I think he's the oldest male Dunn
Oh wow.
left in his family.
When we have our family reunion, I'm the oldest male Dunn.
Wow.
So he needs to put that history down.
For real, Pop.
Yeah, for real.
No. Yeah. If it's not written, at least recorded.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least something. Because my brother said something to me, and then I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. My brother said something to me that made me think about it, and then I felt bad. And what he said to me, I'm telling you why I felt bad. He said to me that my sister said that if you want to know something about the family, ask Rick. Just no permission for folk calling Rick. So so ask Rick, you know, and I thought about that. But when I was a kid, I was always one of them kids that sat around old people and got information, and listened to the stories. You know what I mean? Then I got older, I started asking questions about the stories. You know, who's related to who and how they do this and do that. So I became, you know, yeah. I didn't intend on it. But with my mom passing away, my auntie passing away, and all of these folk passing away, the stories are leaving with them.
Right.
And so this next generation will have no story to tell, have no connection to the family because all the storytellers passed away, and then you don't have a storyteller left to tell the, you know, to pass on the information. You know what I mean? So yeah, we need to. You definitely should do that. You know, if not the whole, at least something.
Right.
You know, to pass on.
And then my cousin down in Tennessee, she has a lot of family history too, from the part of the South down there that connects us up. Yeah.
So you were born in Georgia.
Born in Georgia. I left Georgia at 8 days old. Coming to Ohio.
Where in Georgia? Where in Georgia?
Greensboro, Greene County.
Greensboro, Greene County.
So far back in the woods, they had to pump something like to us.
Wasn't James Brown from Georgia?
Gus.
Macon.
Yeah.
Macon.
He was from Macon, Georgia.
Yeah. So he always talks about Gus.
Ray Charles too, wasn't Ray Charles? Ray Charles was born in Georgia.
Georgia too.
That's what my father's side, Macon, Georgia.
Oh, you might be related to James Brown.
I might be.
Might get paid.
Hey, he got no money.
He ain't got nothing.
He got no money. You gotta go through too many people and kids.
Oh, yeah. So you were born in Georgia and raised in Ohio. Now where? Youngstown, Ohio. And Mom, what part of Ohio are you from?
Steubenville.
Now where's how far is Steubenville from Youngstown?
About an hour down our south.
Hour south.
We're sitting like Youngstown sits like between Cleveland and Pittsburgh.
I got you.
And then when you head south, we're closer to Pittsburgh. Like where Steubenville is, right across the river is West Virginia. And you ride about 30 minutes up the road and you cross into Pennsylvania, like a corner there. So.
Right.
You right down at Ohio River.
We right along the Ohio River. Steubenville runs through.
So you end up being raised by what you think is your mother. I ain't gonna get into more details.
I was raised by my grandfather.
Your grandfather.
And grandmother.
And grandmother.
Right.
But you grew up thinking that was.
And then my sister, my older sister, was really my mother.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the way that went.
Right.
And I was just stubborn. I was just stubborn. And it feels bad. And I asked her, how did she feel? After I found she was my mother, and I'm grown, and she's way grown too. I asked her, I said, what did you think about that time when I took that broom and beat you with it? And she superstitious. And so by me beating her with the broom, she wasn't after me, she was after the broom. Because they want to spit on the broom so they don't go to jail. And so after she started getting close, I threw the broom to the right and I took off to the left.
Oh my gosh.
You were about how old then?
I was about 7.
Oh,
So at 7 years old. So these stories.
Wrong name.
Every time I talk to Pop, it's a new.
That's the stuff you need to be putting back.
Yeah. Well, hold on, time out. So Pop. So, what precipitated you fighting your sister with the broom?
She did something to me.
Something to you?
Probably nothing.
She did me something. Called me and maybe come in the house or something. She did something to me, and I just couldn't take it.
So you took the broom to her.
Now what I don't remember is what she told me is that they gave me a bath. They gave me a bath, greased my BB bats down and everything, and had me all clean and let me go. And I was supposed to be on the porch, but I was outside. I got out there in that dirt and everything, and crawling or whatever. Now I was about 4 in, and so she said she brought me in the house fussing and everything, and said set me up on the table and hit my legs a couple of times. But my dad and my mom had took the globe off the light to change the light, and the globe was still laying on the table. And so by her fussing and hitting me, I just took the globe and hit her.
4 years old. Oh my gosh. Pop.
She said she was almost knocked out.
Damien.
Oh my God, Damien. Wow.
So at 4 years old, you bust your sister in the head. Who was your mama?
Wow.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about, these stories, boy. That's what I mean. Yeah. So your parents didn't tell you any different. They raised you as if they birthed you.
Yeah, well, they adopted me.
Oh, legally adopted.
They legally adopted me.
Oh yeah.
I used to every now and then I was dreaming.
Keep talking.
Where this white man was holding me, and my dad was standing in front of me, and the white man was asking me, "Do you want to go with them?" And I was just screaming, "Daddy, Daddy!" And the white man wouldn't let me go. And boom, 5, 6, 7 months go by, and I have a dream again. And I never figured out what the dream was. And so as I got older, I asked my mom, my real mother, I said, I keep on having a crazy dream about a white man holding me and wouldn't let me go. And Daddy was just standing there, and I was trying to get to him. And she said, that was the day that you was adopted. So
Whoa.
the judge had you on his lap. And he wanted to know that you wanted to go with them. And you didn't want to be with that white man. And so you start screaming and hollering. And so that's what made the judge make the decision that they was responsible to raise you because of your affection towards your dad.
Wow.
I said, wow. And I had that dream after I got grown.
Wow.
I had that dream after I got.
So how old were you then?
I think they adopted the full adoption came in effect about 8 years old. Yeah, 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah, but when she told you that, how old?
Oh, when she told me that, I was in my 30s.
Excuse me. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, memory's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
Memory's a powerful thing. Oh man, we've been talking for a minute now. We had a little gap.
Yeah.
We had a little gap in time. Man, we're gonna do it again because Pop got some stories and Mom got some stories too. We ain't loosed her yet. I want to hear her stories, but in the 40 years in my 40 years of ministry, at least 30 of them intersected with Pastor Dunn, and so I couldn't have a celebration. Now you was on my hit list. We just had to move you up, and I thank you for jumping in and being a part of this celebration. But we definitely need to do it again. and you know, and have some more talks and discussions.
Right.
And then some of this can be used for grandkids in the future. They can hear you telling the story. They can go back to Facebook and play this back. You know what I mean? So we definitely need that. We definitely need that. Before we get out of here, though, on Friday, Chadwick Boseman passed away, who was the
That's why I wore this today in his honor, his my Wakanda.
You got your Wakanda outfit on?
This necklace. This is what this.
Oh, it's just a necklace and not the whole outfit.
No, I just put this necklace on, because it kind of reminded me. Because you remember his thing.
Yeah, with the panther.
Yeah, so it's the closest I
claw.
can get today.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
But the reason I mention him is because of his cultural importance to our ethnicity, to our race, to our people, as because our people are not our people in a kind of monolithic way. We're different. We think different. But he represented an icon. And then y'all come in here with these purple Dunn shirts on.
Right, that's royalty.
All right.
And that reminded me. So I didn't want to go out without talking about that and that its importance, because my mother was a big comic book fan, and she collected. I don't know if she intentionally collected. I don't think so. Now, like older I get, the more I don't think she did it on purpose. She just read comic books and books. Period. Yeah, and books. Period. She was a reader, and I remember just going through her reading her comic books. She did DC and Marvel and some of the other ones, because she had this. I'm gonna date myself with Archie and Veronica and Betty and Jughead.
Scooby-Doo.
That's not Scooby-Doo.
Isn't it?
No, Scooby-Doo is Scooby-Doo.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But they had
This Archie.
Casper, all of them.
Scooby-Doo was the bus.
Okay. I remember that though.
Archie is Archie. It's Archie, Veronica, Jughead, Betty. Yeah.
I wasn't. Okay, I was Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, you was Scooby-Doo. But before all of that was cartoons, it was comic books, and that was she read those. So I was exposed to all her comics, and so when Black Panther the movie came out, Marvel did the movie. And as I was watching that movie, I thought about her constantly, because she read. She had several of those copies of Black Panther. With a whole lot of them, let me say that. But she had them. So when the story came out, I thought about her. Right. And when the movie came out, they made this. I know I'm going this long way to tell this one thing, but they made this connection between Oakland, California, and Black Panthers, and the Black Panthers in Wakanda. They made this connection. You know what I mean? If we gonna rewatch the movie tonight.
I think we done missed it. Didn't start.
No, but we got Disney Plus. We can watch it.
Oh, okay.
So, but Chriselle got it. We bootlegged it. So anyway, I didn't say that. Trudy said that. Sharing. We're sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. But that was this connection between Oakland and the Black Panther movement and the Black Panthers. This connection in the story, and for many of us, this movie has become an icon. When we say Wakanda forever, we talking about family. We talking about stuff to be proud of and that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, what Peggy said?
Peggy said that was she thought she had heard all his stories. The broom was her first.
That's the first time I heard the broom story too, Peggy. Yeah. I heard the globe story. But the reason I bring that up is the importance of heroes and icons and people we look up to in our family, in our culture, in our community. And we're not saying people are not without flaws, but we do need people that we look to. Right. And I totally this is not just because you're sitting here. For me, you one of those icons. You and mom represent those people that we look to, that we look up to,
Right.
you know, right?
My allergies.
You know, we do live in dusty North Las Vegas.
Right, yeah.
Y'all need to quit.
Right. Yeah.
It's gone.
You see where I get it from? Huh?
Exactly.
But we need that. We need that. We need that. In this 40 years of ministry, I'm sure in the nearly 40 years of ministry for you, there have been people who said to you along the way, Pastor Dunn, I appreciate when you did this and when you did that. And at the time, you had no idea that you had any impact on them whatsoever.
Right.
And that happens to me often. You know, if I'm in Los Angeles, I'm somewhere, and then somebody say something. You know, we recently lost a dear friend, a member of our church, Nettie. And I'm at her service, and I'm talking to people. And some of these people are grown people. When I saw them, they were kids and babies. But I had no idea that was the connection. You know what I mean? And so in light of the whole Bozeman passing, I just want you to know that you are one of those, you know, pillars and icons that we look to, and that I look to. And I, you know, and I thank God for you. Now let me stop before I start crying.
Right.
Stop.
No, don't take much.
Then I'm gonna play Pop. He started this mess. But I appreciate it. We're going to do it again. Because Peggy, there's more stories to go with the broom story. That broom story,
that was
a bad story. But I've heard some other stories about the Navy. We ain't got to a Navy story.
No, right.
No. Want to hang in the lynching?
No, we got to the Navy stories and then talk to Mom. And
Cowboy and Indian days.
Oh, yeah. We got that in common. I love me some cowboys and some Indians and some old black and white. And I was a kid. We got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Because I got this Baptist thing going.
Right.
When I was a kid, Pop, I listened to radio. I know we had television.
Yeah.
But I listened to a lot of radio on Saturdays. For some reason, I don't know if it was on because my grandmother had it on. But I had a Cisco Kid, Lone Ranger, the Canadian, the Mounted Canadian. Sergeant Preston and the Dog King. Yeah. I listened to a lot of old radio. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And the detective movie, the detective Pat Novak and
B. Ranch. Cassidy.
Yeah.
Texas Rangers.
Yeah. I still listen to that stuff. I still
You listened to it and still had TV. We didn't have no TV. We had the radio, and we all gathered in the front room, and we sat. The kids sat on the floor. I sat on the floor. My brother sat on the floor, and we sat there, and we could hear that dude walking through the alley.
The sound effects.
And I just knew that dude had to be about 6'3", 6'4", weighing about 300 pounds and everything. And then when they put it on TV, dude was about 150 pounds or something.
Right.
But Alan Ladd played part. Joe McCrae, he was a part. What's this fat guy? Conrad.
Conrad, who played Dylan on the radio. Yeah. But when the show came out, he didn't play Dylan. Right, Matt Dillon on Gunsmoke.
I find myself dodging bullets. They get to shoot.
The reason I bring that up is, and we're going to get out of here, is that for us as black people, we were getting entertainment from white people, and we would use our imagination to put us in the story.
Right.
You know what I mean? We would use it out. And some of these shows that I listen to, I can only, some of them I had to turn them off because it's so racist.
Yeah.
And that was you know what I mean? That was the order of the day. Some of them I had to turn off. I can't listen to. But then as I'm listening to them, I'm thinking about there was no other entertainment for us but that.
Right. And
we had to make our own entertainment and build our own heroes and all that kind of stuff. And and just in light of Bozeman passing, thank God that we got some kind of images, not them all good, that we can look to when there were days when we didn't have any on television or in the movies. Very little, very few, right?
I forget this. I have to Google it. I think his last name was Harris. he was a black cowboy. Because we had a black theater there in Youngstown, and they used to show black movies at the time. And he was, I think his last name was Harris. He's a real light skinned guy. He always played, he was a superhero. And the one on Amos and Andy. Yeah. Andy, the fat one. He was in a lot of the Cowboys. He was always a crook or something.
Man, I'm gonna have to research that.
Yeah, I forget. I think his last name is Harris. I think that's what his last name was. Yeah, I learned how to drive a stick shift behind listening to the radio, and I was thinking about how the car's supposed to sound. Cause when you listen to how you this Texas Ranger, you say, and so I learned to drive. I step on, I wait for that early to hit me, then I push it up in a second. because if you keep it in first too long, you have grind, and there's no really that's a boom. Step on the clutch and hit it so far and let it go there.
So you learn how to, the radio taught you how to drive a stick.
I was listening for that sound when I started driving the stick shift truck.
Wow.
And that was the stick shift in the floor.
Right. Not up here.
In the floor.
Right.
It wasn't up on the.
Yeah.
It wasn't up on.
My dad had one.
Yeah, my great grandfather had one up here too.
Yeah, in the steering column.
They say you do it like a box.
Yeah, you draw. Yeah. Yep. You know how to drive a stick shift?
I sure do.
Get on, dog.
She can drive. I ain't did two ways. She can drive. Just a lot faster.
Before we go off, let me tell you this. We are honored to say son and daughter. We are honored to say that to both of you.
We are blessed.
We feel blessed to have you call us Pop and Mom.
Now, okay, time to go because I'm getting teary-eyed. My allergies kicking up. My nose turning red.
I had to laugh because we talked about it the other day, and I said, "It's your fault. Your Papa done, now Mama done."
Yeah, I remember Pop saying that.
Calling me Mom, and Mom, and they 2 years old at the church.
Oh,
that's all right. I'm glad. I'm good. I'm Mama done.
I'm just so happy that you took that title when you didn't have to.
Right.
Oh my God.
But really,
for taking care of us.
we love y'all, man. I mean,
Thank you.
In the language in the language of Betty Bradley, I'll kill a dead snake for you.
That's the only way I can kill one.
Right.
Betty used to tell me, Pastor Clay, I love you. I kill a dead snake for you. That's the only killing of a snake gonna happen with me. He's gonna have to be dead.
Mutual.
But we love you.
We love y'all.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
You remind me of Sweet Meat. One day my dad grabbed his gun, and my mom said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "Didn't you tell me you tripped over that rock? I'll shoot it to death." My mama blushed. She blushed. Like he gave us some poetry.
That was her. Yeah, that was.
Shoot that rock for you, baby.
Yeah.
And he used to, and Dale, I pulled it on Dale a couple of times. He eat dinner, and we done bless the table, everybody sitting there quiet and everything. He would jump up and holler and dance and everything, and then roll to mama and said, "Boy, I got the best cook in the world." And he done scared all of us.
Dale said.
You said that one. She wasn't lying about it.
Yeah, she wasn't. Betty wasn't lying about that for real. Betty Bradley. Betty Brady was not lying about that. Hey, but yeah, that's where they come from. Your daddy with all that stuff. I did learn
Some
something.
of them sayings.
Man.
That's what we need
You need
to
to write
have.
like a little book. Like
Of all
little
those sayings.
things.
Mm-hmm. You got something, Pop. Man, we got to get out of here.
Okay.
Love y'all. Thank you all for being on with us. We're celebrating 40 years of ministry, and at least 30 of those years plus was shared with Papa Dunn. And these last, how long we been knowing each other, Mom?
5.
5? It don't feel like no 5. I feel like 20. 5?
About 6.
6.
We came in 2014. 6.
That says something about our relationship. It's like a lifetime thing.
It's so long. Even,
Like a lifetime.
even
Right,
Mhm.
yeah.
It's like we've been knowing each other.
Right.
When I see pictures of when you share pictures of your daughters and the grandkids, I feel like they're my relatives.
Right. My niece and nephew.
Look at Jackson. Look at Jackson. Little professor. Look at the little professor.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like my family members. And we was in Los Angeles not too long ago. Pop Rowe would be down to LA, and his nephew was at the house, and Pop introduced me to him, and we talking, and I'm like, man, I think I know you. And he never met me, but I'm like, I think I know you. I should know you.
And then you got to stand against that great big son of mine.
Oh yeah.
Who was just a little boy.
Right.
Yeah. Talking about 20,
right.
He turned 50. He's 51 now.
Wow.
No, he's 51.
So I'm only about a couple months older than him.
Yeah, he's born in 69.
It's really time to go. You have amnesia. You're going to take you to the hospital.
Oh, Lord Jesus. We love you too, Paul.
Yeah, we do.
We love you too. All right, we got to go, y'all. We didn't intend on being that long, but we say that every week. Thank y'all for tuning in as we celebrate 40 years in ministry. We love the Dunns. We thank God for having them on with us tonight, trading stories and celebrating life and the legacy of family. And as I said, I say before, we acknowledge and we mourn and celebrate the passing of Chadwick Boseman, who passed away on Friday. And he is our T'Challa, our black superhero. We need those icons, and we have them walking among us. We have them walking among us. That's right, Pop. We got them walking among us. They may not have any vibranium, but they are vibrant.
Right.
And we thank God for them. We love y'all with the love of God. Be safe as we go to and fro. Listen, black people, my people. Don't let nobody rob you of who you are or rob you of your right as a citizen of the United States of America. You may not feel like a citizen. They may not have treated us like a citizen. In fact, the Constitution, when it was so designed, counted us less than human. But you got a right to vote. So rock that vote.
Yeah.
Lady Clay changed her voter registration from Los Angeles County to Clark County. She is an official voter in the state of Nevada, in the county of Clark, in the city of North Las Vegas. So we're celebrating. We are celebrating that because she's getting ready to rock her vote. That's vote.
Yeah.
Vote. I can't tell you who to vote for. I'm gonna tell you like my little friend Pastor Mitchell said. You know I can't stop that. But I'm talking about Pastor Mitchell. My little brother, Pastor Mitchell, Pop's little son. He's the littlest son in the crew.
By hair.
He said the other day from his office, I can't tell you who to vote for, but I'm voting for Biden. Okay. I can't tell you who I'm gonna tell you like he said, I can't tell you who to vote for. But for me and my house, we're voting for Biden. Now y'all do what you want to do. But at least do it.
Right.
That's right.
Don't talk about it, be about it. Do it and teach the tradition to our children so they'll go out and they'll vote. It was so ingrained in me that when I turned 18, I went to vote. That's the first thing I did. Celebrated my birthday. And guess what? I wish Tony was on here. Chadwick Boseman was born in the great month of November.
She was.
Put that down. Put that in your paper.
Come on.
All right, we gotta go.
See, went to a whole nother place. She gets started. Tony start typing. Tony gonna start typing. Come on, it's in this.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever was in November, wasn't it? March. All right, we gotta go. Love y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Love y'all.